Good afternoon, YouTube family. Martinez Country Home here. Today's video is going to be kind of short, but it's very important. The topic I'm talking about today. I'm very big on psychology, right? On how is it that the powers that be have been able to do everything that they're doing. How is it that they're able to get away with, basically criminal acts right in front of our face? There's a lot of us that are awake, a lot of us that speak out, a lot of us that see what's going on. We speak out about it, we talk about it, but for every one of us that is around, there's like 10 people or more, actually more, but there's 10 people that have no idea what's really going on in the world. How does that happen? How is it that how is it that they cannot see? So this morning, I was listening to one of my favorite channels, YouTube channels, and it's called Academy of Ideas, and they were talking about the book A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, which was, I believe it was in 1931 that it was published. Actually, it was published in 1932. So this book, he talks about how it's a work of fiction, but he talks about in that book how basically how society has been through drugs, through engineering, biological engineering. They've shaped society into being very compliant and very docile. And so if you go to like maybe get a summary of the book through like Wikipedia, just to get a general summary, it says that the novel examines a society called the world state that revolves around science and efficiency. Emotions and individuality are conditioned out of children at an early age, and there are no lasting relationships because everyone belongs to everyone else, a common world dictum. So that sounds a lot like kind of like communism, where nobody has property, everybody gets their fair share, stuff like that. Everybody's the same. You see that a lot, especially in the technocratic theories, what they push, right? Individuality is gone. So I was listening to this video, and they always put together their videos very well. And the main thing is that they use psychology, guys. One of the names that you hear a lot about with psychological, talking about psychology, is Aldous Huxley. Wrote that book. Also Edward Bernays, he's called the father of propaganda. He was very good at these people went to school, guys, and they learned very well how the human mind works and how easily people are manipulated and how easily we're brainwashed, okay? And one of the things they found out was that through certain drugs, people can become more easily manipulated. They also found out the TV, how it affects it turns our the waves in the brain. I believe they turn them into beta waves or alpha waves, actually, and we're easily, we fall into a state of almost like daydreaming, right? And I'm sure it's happened to y'all. I know it's happened to me when we're watching TV, or especially also on our phones, where there are people talking to you, but and I know it because I already know what it does. You have to pull yourself away from the phone, guys, because when somebody's talking to you, you're not really paying attention, even though you're trying to. your mind is not all there. So these people, guys, these the ruling class, that's all they do is they learn very quickly how to manipulate society. How to they came out with ways how to really enslave us, and at the same time, most people don't even know that they're enslaved. And so the point of all this is that how is it that, like, for example, right now you have the Federal Reserve, a central bank, along with the corporations and the governments, right? The governments, they've come out with mechanisms to be able to loot us of our energy, guys. Okay, they've looted our time, not just our energy, but our time. The dollars, the money, those are just vehicles where we store our energy and our time. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a little bit abstract, but in reality, they're like vampires, and that's the way they've done it. They've stolen our time, guys. In my opinion, that's the way I describe it. And the way they were able to do that is through psychology. They've been able to unlock the mind, right? And what is it that makes us tick? And there's schools out there. The Tavistock Institute, which is in London, I believe it's in London, England. You have schools here in America where they study psychology. That's all they do. I mean, in Harvard, they devote their entire lives in unlocking the secrets of the mind. And you got Sigmund Freud, like I said, Edward Bernays, Bertrand Russell. All these philosophers and psychologists, they're all part of the oligarchy ruling class, guys. And these people have always been around. They've been around since the beginning of time, and so it's always been, in one way or another, they always rule society. They find a way to keep control of the masses, and we outnumber them, yet they control everything. No matter how much we're awake, no matter how much we know what's going on, we're always living in reaction mode, because they're the ones that make the rules, make the laws, and so we're always in a defense mode. We're always in reaction mode. If we try to be preemptive and we try to live our lives like a free man, like a free woman, we try to live like free people, they very quickly try to shut us down. So until humanity gets together and wakes up together and sees what's been going on, we'll never be free, guys. As far on this world, in this world, they control the narrative. They invent the narrative, and they use psychology. So I'm gonna leave a link to this video. Again, it's Academy of Ideas, and I just felt very compelled to share it, because they put it, I mean, when they're talking about it, they explain very well how the ruling class has been able to manipulate us and get away with their crimes. Okay, so if I get a chance, I'll also leave a link to a silent movie that was made, man, in the early 1900s called Metropolis. And I was reminded yesterday by my good friend Daniel Gleason, out there from the UK. She had posted something on social media about it, and if y'all ever look at that, it's a silent movie, guys. I believe it's a silent movie. Metropolis. They talk. I mean, it's like they were way ahead of their time. It's almost like they were given the script as to how the world's gonna be, because these people engineer the ruling class. Everything they do is they're thinking years ahead. And this movie, Metropolis, it's so close to what's going on that it's scary, guys. So anyway, I'm gonna leave a link to this video. I know a lot of y'all already know. Y'all already know about A Brave New World, about Aldous Huxley and all these guys, Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Bertrand Russell. I know y'all know about these people, but in case you don't, it'll give you an idea as to how is it that they were able to control humanity so much. And I think that's why it's very important, guys, that that we get closer to God, and we keep Jesus Christ in our hearts, because that armor of God is what defends us against this psychological these psychological weapons that are used against us. And I know a lot of people will say that religion is one of those psychological weapons, right, that's used against us. But you know, when you really think about it, if that's true, then that won't backfire, because the spirituality, guys, is what really protects us and what really keeps us human. So anyway, I hope y'all got something out of this video. The links, it'll clear up what I'm trying to say. I just believe that psychology, guys, it's good to learn psychology, because when people try to use psychological weapons against you, like for my case, I see it so clear, it's almost like I almost want to laugh, because I know when people are trying to manipulate you, or you know, kind of push you into one way, they're trying to steer you in one direction, and I see that like right away. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll be making another video soon about the next video I'll probably be making is about what I've prepped in the last 3 months. I had made a video about 3 months ago, what I had prepped in the past year. So now I'm gonna make a video about what I've prepped in the last 3 months. That'll probably be my next video. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all are doing well. It's very rainy here in San Antonio, rainy and overcast, comes and goes. The sun comes out, then it gets cloudy again. So that's Texas weather for you. But anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. Y'all take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.